The critical moment for me was when in the archive there is this paper pattern of Edward Carpenter's foot, and what's written on it is the word self 1892. And I was kind of cradling this piece of paper. Did I realise that I was kind of holding effectively something that had touched his foot or connected to his body? A lot of Carpenter's ideals gained momentum because of collaboration, so it felt appropriate to kind of mirror that process by working with people that extended Carpenter's legacy, which led me to kind of working with Kenneth, and that mirrored Carpenter's relationship with Georgie Adams.
We hand make shoes and have been making shoes here for 40 years. He was very much into freeing the foot from all footwear. I think he would probably have been a fan of barefoot if he would have been able to get away with that all year round. So his design was really minimal in its components.
And there's something interesting about the sandal, because as I was constructing it, I was thinking about the kind of positive shape, you know, the physical shape that makes the shoe. But what becomes more important is the negative shapes that it creates to allow the foot to breathe. Because he mentions this idea of how boots are the coffins of the feet. And what effectively he's doing is taking away large sections of that boot away to expose the foot. And in that is this idea of emancipation, freedom, connecting to nature, and being open and open-minded to other things.
I love how at the end of it, and this is the front of the shoe, the sandal, it turns up, the sole turns up and comes up over the front of the toes, which must be so, it's such an Indian style, or you know, it's obviously been brought from somewhere. I think it was Sri Lanka and India that he was at. But there's very little to it really. A few straps of leather, a couple of buckles, turned up toe, leather sole, not much stitching. I mean, really not much stitching. It's really simple.
So gifting the sandal to participants is a way of activating Carpenter's memory. I began to think of the sandal production as a way of developing some kind of non-permanent public memorial that could exist within a city, that would be the antithesis of putting a full life figure of Ed Carpenter slap bang in the middle of the city centre. But actually this idea of a sandal that could be worn by a small group of people, and then possibly more, could just permeate the city, could be walked on, could be seen actively being worn in and around the city of Sheffield. And suddenly its image activates this idea of where it comes from and who it connects to.